So I represent a project called Imagine, which is working with community groups to think about how the future can be transformed to make it better. And what we're doing today is holding a stall called Output Encounters. We're looking at different ways in which academics and community collaborators think about what the outputs they should produce from projects. And all academic outputs are fairly boring. We write texts, we have it peer reviewed, no one ever reads it. So what we're doing is we're thinking about ways in which community groups can enrich what we do, but at the same time ways in which we can help them produce new and exciting outputs. So we've got a number of different things here. So we've got Cinema in a Suitcase, which is a beautiful piece of artwork that's about a public audience learning about the sorts of languages that academics use in universities to try and make us work better together. We've got a wonderful old magnetic reel tape recorder that thinks about the ways in which the technologies change over time and the way in which people imagine the future changes over the time. So we've got some 3D printed items of historic objects, so like cassette tapes, like videotapes, like old Walkmans. And these were things that people thought would change their lives. And then as technology changes so quickly and lives change so quickly, we start to see them as with a sense of nostalgia. So we're looking at the ways in which people use the past to imagine the future. And it's terribly exciting because it forces academics to start to think about different ways of displaying our research. So one of the things I'm very proud of is our dub plates. These are sound system dub plates, but with oral history interviews put on them. So instead of sort of transcribing our interviews and losing the richness of them, we turn that into a research output, and we can play that on a sound system. We can take it into schools, into community groups, and it inspires people to think about what they can do. So it encourages others to take up the ideas. So we're all for emulation, we're all for copying, we're all for imitating, and we're all for producing as many outputs as possible.
Fantastic. So moving away from the dreaded monograph there as well. Yeah, wonderful. So where can people go to find out more about your project and potentially either get involved or talk about how they could put some of their outputs out in a different format?
Well, if you Google Imagine Connect, our website comes up, and that's got all the contact details, and it shows the range of the community groups we're working with, because we really are a national organisation with 35 academics, with more than that community groups. So we're based in Sheffield, in Huddersfield, in Coventry, in Brighton, in Durham. We're everywhere. We're a very big project.
Excellent. Wonderful. Well, thank you very much for speaking to us, and hopefully there'll be some people on Twitter who've been watching that interview who may come back to you with some questions on the hashtag. So wonderful. Thank you very much.